Namaste. So let us start our practice for flexibility today by sitting into Sukhasana in a cross-legged position with your palms on the knees, back straight and shoulders rolling back. From here, let us start with a neck movement. So first, with inhalation, try to look up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, bring your chin down towards the chest, look down. Inhale, up, exhale, down, breathe in, up, breathe out, down, and make sure if you have any tension to the neck, then try not to overstretch the neck either back or to the front. Once you're done with the 5 times of these movements, then you will bring your neck back to the center. And after that, we will start with the second movement for the neck. So for that, with exhalation, you will bring your right ear close to the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear close to the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side. Making sure that whenever you're breathing out, you're turning the neck to the side, feeling that stretch coming from the side of the neck. And whenever you're breathing in, you're bringing the neck back to the center. Once you're done with 5 counts, you can come back to the center. And then we'll go with the next movement. Very slowly just raise both the hands to the shoulder level from the front, palms facing forward, thumbs inside, and cover your thumbs with your fingers. From here, we will start with a wrist rotation. First, a clockwise rotation for about 5 times. Make sure you're rotating your wrist nicely, so you should be able to feel that stretch coming from the wrist joint. Once you're done with a clockwise rotation, then you will rotate anti-clockwise, reverse the rotation for again about 5 times. And then once you are done, you will slowly flip the palms up, bring the fingers to the shoulders, open the elbows to the sides, bring them down, forward, up, and rotate your shoulders completely with this movement. Make sure whenever you bring your elbows forward, try to join them in front of your chest and keep rotating for 5 times. Once you are done with 5 times from forward, then you will reverse the rotation. You will rotate from back to front. Again for about 5 times. You can increase the count. You can even go up to 10 counts with every warm-up which you're doing, depending on your comfort. But 5 count will be good enough. And then once you are done with the shoulder rotation, you can slowly bring your palms down and very slowly stretch your legs out on the mat. Please keep your legs together, your palms next to your body or on the thigh, back straight. And now we will be going with an ankle stretch. So first you have to point the toes out completely and then flex them. Point, flex, making sure that you're feeling that stretch coming from the ankle joint, and keep moving, keep breathing. For 5 times, just point and flex. And once you're done with this, then we will be moving with the ankle rotation. So you will start to move your both the feet in a clockwise rotation from right to left. Keep breathing for 5 times. Make sure you're breathing normally here. And then once you're done with the clockwise rotation, you will go with the anti-clockwise rotation backwards. And then once you're done with the anti-clockwise, let us come into our next position, which is going to be a tabletop position. So for that, you have to bring your palms in one line with the shoulders. Your shoulders are exactly over the wrist. Your knees are exactly underneath your hip. Making sure your palms are shoulder distance apart, knees are hip distance apart. And from here, let us start with a cat and cow stretch. Inhale, arch and look forward. Exhale, hunch and chin close to the chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, hunch. Inhale, arch. Exhale, hunch, inhale, arch, exhale, hunch, and make sure that whenever you're doing this movement, if you have any tension to the back or the neck, then you will not try to stretch too much and just go for your comfortable stretch. Keep doing this, and once you're done with 5 times, then you will bring your back in a flat position, and then slowly step your right leg in, left leg in, and very slowly start to raise your both the hands up, and with exhalation slowly just bring the hands down. Perfect. Now let us start with our first standing position with feet together, hands close to the body. Roll the shoulders back, and from here let us raise our both the hands up from the front, and when we exhale very slowly we bend forward completely down and try to reach for the mat. If you want, you can bend the knees in this position, and especially if you have any back condition or if you feel that the stretch is too intense, please bend your knees while going in the position. I'm going to keep my knees straight here. If you're comfortable, please keep your knees straight. Try to push your abdomen and your chest towards the thighs. Try to push your forehead towards the knee. Try to push your palms nicely down as much as possible, and keep breathing deeply. We're going to stay here for a few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now with inhalation, very slowly start to raise your hands up from the front, come all the way up, and as you exhale, very slowly just bring your hands down. Very nice. Now from here, let's go with our next position. So please take your right leg back on the mat for approximately 2.5 to 3 feet distance, and once that is done, you will turn the left toe in and right toe out, just the way I'm doing it right now, trying to make sure that both the legs are straight and your body is facing where the right toe is facing. Very slowly you will take your hands behind your back and join the palms into Namaste now. But if you feel that the Namaste is too hard, then you can go and grab your elbows with your both the palms. I'm going to be going with the Namaste here, and when you're doing this, try to bring the arms up towards the upper back, and once you're set, with exhalation you will bend forward completely down and try to send your head towards your right leg as much as possible for you. If you feel that it's not comfortable for you to go directly with a straight leg, you can even keep your right knee slightly bent while doing this. Keep breathing, stay there, and make sure distributing your weight properly on the back and the front foot. And after spending few deep breaths there, very slowly just come up, let the hands be there only, and slowly turn your right toe in, turn your left toe out, body facing now where the left toes are facing, and with exhalation you will slowly bend forward on the front. Very nice. Now let's stay here for a few deep breaths again. Keep breathing deeply, feeling that stretch coming from the back of the leg and the spine. And once you're done, with few breaths, very slowly, with inhalation, come up. Well done. And very slowly, take your hands out and take your foot forward. Perfect. Now, from here, let us go with the next position, a wide leg forward bend. Please take your left feet back and just create a distance in between your both the feet for about almost 3.5 feet. Your both the feet needs to be in one line, and from here, with inhalation, raise your both the hands up from the front, and as you exhale, you will bend forward completely down and try to keep your both the palms on the mat. If you're not able to keep the palms on the mat, just try to go and touch the mat as much as possible. And if you're touching the mat, then try to keep your hands in between your both the feet. Just breathe normally and deeply. Try to lengthen up your spine nicely. And we'll stay here in this position for a few deep breaths again, feeling that stretch coming from the back of the leg, the inner thighs, and the spine again. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And very slowly with inhalation, now raise your hands up from the front. And as you exhale, very slowly just bring your both the hands down. Well done. Very slowly just bring your feet closer. And now, from here, let's go into child's pose. For that, we will start from a forward bend. With inhalation, you will raise the hands up. Exhale, you will bend forward down. Take your right leg back, left leg back. And then very slowly, just keep your both the knees down. Toes pointed out, hip rested on the heels, and arms stretched. Just relax here in this position for a few deep breaths before we go with our next position. Inhale and exhale. Now, from here, very slowly, just come up into a downward facing dog, also known as Adho Mukha Svanasana. Try to push your heels down properly. Try to keep your palms firm on the mat. Spread the fingers. Your head is almost in between the hands. Your shoulders are pressing back. You're trying to keep the knees straight and just maintain the position for a few deep breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Breathe in. And now very slowly with inhalation, you will try to lean forward and take the toes out slowly. Take the pelvis down and you will come into our next position, which is upward facing dog. Trying to keep the knees and thighs off the floor. If you want, you can turn the toes in like this. Otherwise, keep the toes out. Making sure your chest is in between your both the hands. Your shoulders are up. Look forward and maintain the position. Hold and breathe. 1, making sure your palms are firm on the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. And as you breathe out very slowly, you can turn the toes in once again, go back into a downward facing dog, and very slowly keep the knees down, sit back into child's pose. After that, you can slowly come up from child's pose and sit back into Vajrasana. And from Vajrasana, we will slowly take our legs out one by one. And once that is done, we will go with our next position, which is Janu Shirshasana. For that, we will bend our right leg and bring our right sole of the feet to our left inner thigh. I'm showing you with the left leg right now so you can look completely. Keeping the palms down, keeping the right leg straight, and breathe in. Very slowly raise your both the hands up. And as you exhale, very slowly just bend forward completely down. And see if you can grab the feet from the sides, lengthen up your spine, push your abdomen, chest and forehead towards the right leg properly. If you feel that reaching towards the leg is very difficult for you, then make sure that you're bending the right knee before you bend forward. And if you feel that the stretch is too intense, or if you're not able to maintain that stretch, don't stay for too long. Just go how much ever possible and make sure that the back is as lengthened as possible. Once you're done spending few breaths there with inhalation, you will start to raise your hands up from the front, and with exhalation, you will slowly bring the hands down. You will stretch the leg out, and then you will change the leg. Again, we will take the other leg to the inner thigh, and with inhalation, you will raise the hands up, and with exhalation, you will bend forward and stay there for about next few deep breaths, trying to lengthen the spine as much as possible, trying to grab the feet from the sides and push your head, chest and abdomen towards the thigh as much as it is possible for you. Keep breathing deeply and slowly. Inhale, exhale, and once again with inhalation, start to raise your hands up from the front. As you exhale, bring the hand down. Now stretch both the legs out. Make sure your feet is together, and now we will be going up with the next position, which is Paschimottanasana, a full forward bend. With inhalation, you will raise the arms up, and as you exhale, you will slowly try to reach for your feet from the sides. Again, if it's too much, you can bend the knees. Otherwise, you can keep the knees straight and try to push your abdomen, chest and head towards the legs. Try to lengthen up your spine as much as possible. Keep breathing deeply. Feel that stretch coming from the back of the leg, coming from the spine. Nicely breathe deeply and slowly following long and deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and now very slowly come up, and as you exhale, bring the hands down. Perfect. Now from here, let us very slowly open our legs wider as much as possible and try to point your toes up. Alright, making sure your knees are straight, keeping your back straight, keeping your hands in front of you. And now from here, very slowly with inhalation, just raise your both the hands up, and then as you exhale, you can slowly start to bend forward completely down and see how much ever you can reach down. But if it's it's not so comfortable for you to reach down, then you can keep both the forearms down, something like this, with your shoulders exactly over your elbows. If it is comfortable, I would still suggest to stretch the hands as much as possible and lengthen the spine how much ever it is possible for you. Keep breathing and hold. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and with inhalation, very slowly start to raise your hands up from the front, come all the way up. As you exhale, bring the hands down. Very nice. Please bring your feet together now, and after that, very slowly lie down on your back. After lying on the back, keep your feet together, and then from here, we will just take a moment lying down straight into Shavasana for a few seconds. Then from there, very slowly, you can fold your right leg and bring your right knee close to the chest. Very slowly, just grab your right big toe with the first two fingers of your right hand and bring the left hand next to your body. With inhalation, very slowly stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling as much as possible and hold the position into Supta Padangusthasana right now. Make sure your left knee is straight, your left thigh is pressing down, your chin is tucked in, the back of the neck is straight, and just stay there in this position again for about next few breaths. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly, feeling that wonderful stretch coming from the back of the right leg. Breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly, and then very slowly you can release the leg, and let's change the leg. Please bring your left knee close to your chest and grab your left big toe with the first two fingers of your left hand. Very slowly stretch your left hand up, and with that your left leg is also getting straight. Try to keep the knee as straight as possible depending on your comfort, and again feel that wonderful stretch now coming from the back of your left leg, and we'll hold it here for about a few deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. You can very slowly release the leg now once again, and then very slowly pull your both the knees close to the chest and hug your knees. Breathe. This for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Very slowly you can stretch the legs out, and now please take a turn and lie down on your abdomen. We'll do some counter poses for our forward bends. So from here, first you will take your both the feet together, and then your both the palms next to your ribs almost. Your elbows are exactly over the wrist, and you can either keep the chin or your forehead down on the mat. Now from here, let us go with Bhujangasana. With inhalation, you will slowly lift your upper body till your navel region like this, and with exhalation, you will bring it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. And one more time. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, down. Very nice. Very slowly you can keep your both the hands on each other, and then rest your head on the palms. Your feet are wider and your toes are turned out. Just relax here. And then once you're fine, very slowly bring your feet together. Take your hands behind your back and interlock your fingers there. Try to keep the elbows straight, and with inhalation, very slowly, just lift your upper body as high as possible and maintain the position. This is called a Sarpasana for about next 5 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply and exhale out slowly. Once again, relax. And once you're done with the relaxation, now once again let us take a turn and lie down on our back, and we'll go with the final position now. So once you're there, lying down flat on the back, very slowly pull your both the knees close to the chest. Your both the hands are in line with the shoulders, and once you're there, with exhalation you will turn your neck towards the right side. At the same time, you will drop your knees on the left side. Try to bring your hands close to your left hand. Maintain the position. Breathe deeply and hold the position, feeling a nice twist coming from the back, and release any kind of tension which you may feel towards the spinal region. And then with inhalation, very slowly come back to the center. And as you exhale, you will slowly turn your neck to the left side and drop your knees on the right side. Well done. Breathe and hold it there. The better you breathe here, the better you twist here in this position. And then with inhalation, very slowly come back to the center and slowly Stretch your legs out. Keep your feet apart, hands down, away from the body. Eyes closed. Keep your back flat, and we will relax into Shavasana now. Just relax into Shavasana for some time and then you can come up. This is the end of the practice. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Namaste.